Hey there, I thought I'd make you a little video of the installation of these tire dollies because I'm doing a bunch of them and I might as well give you some hints. Alright, so here we go. So here's our tire dolly that's naked. First thing I want you to notice is where is this hole. This hole is where the ratchet strap gets tightened, so all of our graphics are going to go on the opposite side from that hole. So we're going to have one graphic on this side and one graphic on this side. Then on the top we're going to do two graphics. It's always in the left here. So this side it'll be here, and this side it will be here. Alright? So find the hole, you're going to do your big graphics on the other end. So here, let me set you up. Okay, that's better. So that you can see what I'm doing. Everything is aligned 1 inch from the edge. So the first thing I do is I make a template with 1 inch painter's tape. And I do that. And I do this. And there's my 1 inch guide. Real easy. And you have two different size graphics. You have the bigger ones and the little ones. The little ones are going to go on top here. The big ones are going to go here. Burnish it down to make sure it's stuck to the transfer tape. You'll notice I don't weed out the middle of the letters. These letters are too small, especially on the smaller ones, to weed the middles out successfully. So I will go ahead and leave those in. You will get it. You'll use your guide to run that N right to the edge of the 1 inch, and the tops of the 0 and the 2 are the same height. Make sure it's level. Burnish it down. Move your transfer tape at an absolute angle. Careful that those guys don't pull up. And I go back in and I remove the centers of my letters, which now will not compromise the rest of the letter. And that one is done. Now, let's move on to the top here. So it's always on the left side when you're facing it. So these are the little ones. We're going to do the same thing on this one. There is the exposed cut edge of the side panel. You're going to go 1 inch in from that. So I take my same guide that I used before, and I line it up with that line there. And then this one goes across the bottom. So now I've got my 1 inch and my 1 inch guide right there. Take the small graphic. Careful that everything stays in place. And I'm going to do the same thing. All season is going to go along that bottom edge. The 2 is going to be aligned there. Burnish it down. Remove at an absolute angle. Get the centers of those guys out. And those little guys are the reason that my fingers look like that. Alright, and that one's done. We'll come around. Here's our other side now. Remember, our hole is here. Our first graphic went on here. Our second graphic goes just opposite of that one. So we're going to go right here. For that second graphic, we're going to take that same piece of tape. We're going to move it over here. We're going to align it with the top and the left this time. Burnish our graphic down so that it sticks to the transfer tape. Expose the graphic. And then I come in here and I do the same thing. Tops of the zeros, edge to the left. There we go. weed out the middles of our letters. And that one's done. And then we'll come over. We've got that one there. It's on the left when you're facing the thing. We're going to put this one here. So I'll come around here. I'm going to move my same 1 inch by 1 inch 90 degree. I'm going to put it right along the edge of that seam between the side panel and the top panel. There, we got 1 inch. Burnish this down. Again, we're going to take our graphic and align it so we're square. These tiny little weedings. Okay, remove our guide. There we go. I've got this application down to under 5 minutes for those 4 graphics on one tire dolly. So I hope that helps you guys. Thanks.